So another endurance race in the books and another very satisfied racing trip. Hey YouTube, it is Race Day 2011 doing my first premiere, if all works well, on YouTube. And we're going to show all the stuff that was collected during the Salem 6 hours at the Glen. What a fantastic trip it was. IMSA really, it's just an awesome series. The people are awesome, the fans are awesome, and of course the drivers are super cool. What you see in front of you, that big old stack of paper, no, it is not my tax returns. It is the amount of photos I was able to get signed throughout the weekend. One thing that IMSA will always, as much as I love IndyCar, and IndyCar, believe me, is my sole favorite. IndyCar is awesome. They have great fan accessibility. You can walk inside the garage area, get your driver's autographs, yada, yada, yada. IMSA has their autograph session laid out totally different than IndyCar, and it is, quite frankly, a show. It's awesome. If you go to Watkins Glen or any IMSA race, the paddock is free. Anybody with a ticket can go into the paddock area and watch the Ford GT being built. They can see Porsche tune up their cars. They can see Star Works practice driver change or something like that. They can see Michelin work on the tires. You can see Corvette, working on whatever they got going. They can see Action Express working on their dampers, which we saw at Petit Le Mans. But that's what it is. Anybody with the ticket can walk into the paddock area and meet your favorite driver. And what they do is they open up the autograph session, and in the autograph session they go to the individual team's trailers and they have a table laid out, and that particular team comes out and signs. Now, I would say they should do something like this in IndyCar, but they do it at Long Beach, and I heard that it's a zoo. So that really wouldn't work out. I think the way IndyCar Nation that's the best way to do it, considering the crowds that IndyCar gets some of these autograph sessions. So with the way IMSA's got it laid out, I was able to hit up most of the team's transporters for autographs. The only class I really didn't get was GTLM, and that was because, with Corvette, Ford, and BMW, their lines were so friggin' long, dude. I mean, I'm telling you. I hit up Porsche. I managed to get Porsche, which, quite frankly, that paid off because they won the damn race. But, I think that was a great opportunity to get a lot of the DPI cars I like, all the GT Daytona cars I adore. I love GT3. I think it's great racing. My favorite, of course, Penske. Penske has probably the longest line outside of Corvette. So I got in there first. I waited an hour. And I'll tell you more stories as we go along. But what we got here is some nice autographs. And we're going to start out by class. We're going to go individually with the photos. We'll go with the photos, and then we'll go with the hero cards. So, before I begin with the photos, this is something that Action Express hands out. Every fan that shows up to the autograph session, they get a trading card pack. Now, I'm going to open up and see what this trading card contains. Contains 13 trading cards, also includes one sticker. Alright, so let's open this bad boy up. Let's unbox the Action Express trading card set. Alright. Let's see. What do they got here today? Oh, open it up. Alright, I assume that this is the sticker. That is beautiful. What a beautiful sticker. That's a beautiful photo, by the way, too. Whoever took that photo did a fantastic job. Oh, so they got all the mechanics here. It's one of the mechanics here. Fabricator. Shout out to all those people who work on the team. That's a beautiful trading card. Wow. That's cool that they promote their team members. And let me tell you, the team members in IMSA are just so nice. I mean, I've never had problems with IndyCar mechanics. In fact, I was always respectful to them, and they always respected me. They were very nice people. But it seems like that these guys, they really, really are cool. This one's cool. It's a trading card for Christian Fittipaldi's last race. Now, who else remembers Christian Fittipaldi driving for Richard Petty? I certainly do. Felipe Albuquerque. He's cool. I remember first meeting him in 2013. This is a guy I adore. Joao Barbosa. Insanely nice guy. All around good person. And quite frankly, one of the most underrated drivers on the circuit. I mean, that guy's won the Rolex, what, 3 times now? I mean, come on. That guy knows his stuff. And a shout out to all the team members, these guys. I mean, the Cadillacs are just beautiful cars, and so is the Action Express cars in general. All around, great cars, great people. And let's hope that they get more wins in the bag. Because I do love Action Express Racing. They're really cool people. Especially the team members when I was at the autograph session. I mean, my God, they were very friendly people. So there you have it. That's the Action Express trading card set that I was given as a fan at the autograph session. Let's put this back in its protective sleeve. Mr. Noonan wants to keep these, and as a comic book guy from Simpsons would say, keep these in mint condition. Let's see, put that back in there. Come on, Noonan, you got this. Nope. Let's see. Here we go, perfect. So put that back there. Anyways, let's start out with my photos that look like tax returns when you have them later like this. Anyways, first photo. These were all taken at Sebring, by the way. It's Joao Barbosa, Felipe Albuquerque, and Mike Conway signed the number 5 car. This one's taken over in turn 12. Again, same 3 drivers. Oh, this one's taken on the yellow because you can see the yellow scoring monitor. Is that yellow? Or am I on drugs? See, that was on the yellow. Nope, that was on the green. Never mind. With these new colors on the classes, you can't figure out what color is which. There you go. And also, I managed to get some Toyota photos signed. And this is Mike Conway just himself signing it because he drove the number 7 car at Sebring and also at Le Mans. I did not mention the word Le Mans to him because this is the car that should have won Le Mans. But apparently dirty politics within the team kind of played out there. Yeah, accidentally put on the wrong tire. Yeah, like Toyota does that by accident. Yeah. Yeah. Let's see. Dane Cameron and Juan Montoya signed this card. I mean, not card, the photo. There we go. Dane Cameron Montoya again. This was taken over in turn 5. And this was turn 10. The famous turn 10 at Sebring when I'm telling you what, turn 10 at Sebring is a trip in itself. Not only did I have the Sebring cows walk by me, yes, a bunch of grown men dressed up as cows. I saw a live chicken coop there. And the chicken wouldn't stop squawking. And I was about to walk up to the people who owned the little RV they got there. And believe me, this RV was all decked out like a friggin' barn. I almost walked up to the guy and said, hey, listen, I love your set. But if your chicken doesn't stop squawking, it's going to be my dinner here in a little bit. Have some nice fried chicken. Let's see. This is my personal favorite car on the grid, as you can well imagine. I loved meeting these two. Ricky Taylor and Elio Castroneves. Yes, Elio did remember me again. For every time he sees me, his face lights up. I guess he knows because I'm a big fan of his and I show up to all the damn races. Next year, we're planning to hit up all 4 of the endurance races. The 24, Sebring, Watkins Glen, and Petit. Trying to do all 4 of them. So, let's see. Here we go. Here is the Wayne Taylor Racing Cadillac. Signed by Jordan Taylor and Van der Zand. If I pronounced his name right. Hopefully I did that. He's a very cool guy. Let's see. Van der Zand. Yeah, I pronounced it right. There you go. Let's see. This photo was taken turn 5, I want to say. Now this one I can tell was on the yellow. And this one was on the green. All fantastically signed photos. And this one, oh my god, I love these guys as well. It was cool meeting Formula 1 drivers again. Felipe Nasr, Eric Curran, and Pipo Derani. Pipo's freaking cool. I mean, I feel old. Pipo Derani's only 2 months younger than me, and he's already a 2-time Sebring winner and a Rolex 24 winner. Yeah, I feel old now. There we go. Signed by all 3 of them. Let's see if I can put this further back so you can see the full photo. These guys were super cool. Then again, when you're in the LMP2 class, you really don't have any competition. So no wonder why these guys were super relaxed. It was a number 38 LMP2 car, the car that finished 2nd in class, aka dead last. Again, nice job killing off the LMP2 class there, IMSA. Let me tell you that. That was a decision I fully did not approve. But they signed those photos, and this was the Juncos Racing, the little team that could, Cadillac. No, Kyle Kaiser wasn't there, but Rene Binder was. Apparently he doesn't have any more IndyCar plans in the near future. I think it's all going to be Kyle Kaiser in that car. But this is a very sick-looking car. I love the design of it. I mean, didn't Ricardo Junco show up with only like $400 when he came to America? And he built like a team that actually out-qualified McLaren? That's an accomplishment, brother. Mazda. Now listen, the 1-2 finish by Mazda was freaking great. My God. I am so happy Mazda won. But, you know, believe me, I would have much rather see Elio win. That day will come, though, eventually. And also, we got the 77 Mazda. A 1-2 finish by Mazda. Very impressive work by Mazda. And I'm surprised that they lasted the whole race. And also the fact that they won. The Banana Boat car is next. The 2 Banana Boat cars. Here's the 84. And let me tell you, these IMSA drivers are so freaking kind. I mean, I walked up to each of the trailers and every one of them, every one of the whole batch, complimented the photographs. Which I don't normally toot my own horn. I normally say, you know, hey, listen, you know, I've only been in the photo business for what, 3 years now? No, 2 years. Excuse me. I mean, I got a lot to learn still. I mean, I'm not nowhere near perfect. There's a lot of things I can improve on. There's a lot of things I can probably do better. But it seems like a lot of the drivers love them. And they were analyzing them. They were all looking at the windshield, seeing who was actually driving the car. And I was like, well, you guys are the experts. I don't know who's in the car when I'm shooting these damn photos. Anyways, the 911, the car that won the race. Again, these guys really were so kind. They complimented the photos. Patrick Pile and, who was the other guy? Was that Earl Bamber? Nick Tandy. Earl Bamber's in the 912. But these guys are super cool. This car was literally fresh from Le Mans. And the reason why they ran the Brumos livery was because after Le Mans, Porsche was like, well, we really don't have time to repaint this car. So you're just going to go with your Le Mans colors, and we're just going to badge a number 911 and a number 912 on it. Worked out for us, because my friend Joe Donahue and his dad, they love Brumos. And I adore Hurley Haywood. He's a gentleman guy, very classy person, And he's probably the GOAT of sports car racing. So, just a fantastic human being. And I was glad that a Porsche Brumos car won. Also, there's Claudia. Yes, the Audi names their cars. This is Claudia. Also, with Claudia, she's got a very nice looking sex symbol on the C-pillar. Yes, her name is Claudia. And I was told that by Ryan Dial himself, which, by the way, he used to drive for Star Works back in the Grand Am days. There's Claudia for the number 8, and there's Peggy Sue for the Land Motorsport car. And let me tell you, I would love a Spark model of this. It's so politically incorrect to have a woman on a pole. I mean, really. You thought the Hooters car was bad. This is on a whole nother level. That is cool, though. Also, happy belated Canada Day to a couple of my friends from Canada and to all my Canadian fans. This is a plaid card. It's run by a Canadian racing team, I believe. And Scott Hargrove managed to sign a couple of these photos. He's another nice guy. I thought I had 3 of these. Or am I on drugs? Yeah, I swear to God, I thought I had 3 of them. You know, I probably do. I gotta look for it. Because I got 3 signed by all of them. So I gotta look for that. Anyways, T-Bell and his teammates. Townsend and Paul Tracy. I both saw a race at Watkins Glen. And they're both the modern day Paul Page, Bobby Unser, and Sam Posey. Well, I guess you can kind of say Lee Defeasley, Sam Posey. No, Paul Page, excuse me. Well, is it time for bed yet? Let's see. There's the photo again. And this one was Jack Hogsworth's car and his teammates. They all signed that photo. And there's that. And there you go again. So you met Claudia. Now you meet Peggy Sue. These guys were pretty cool. The Land Motorsport people. And I especially like the team principal. Because at Nürburgring, the Land Motorsport car was pushed off the track. On Nordschleife circuit. If you're on Nordschleife and you're pushed off the track, you have to hold on for dear life. So the Land Motorsport car managed to not get torn up. But a few minutes later, you see the Land Motorsport principal start marching down the pit lane to talk to the Mercedes garage. And I thought it was going to be a fight. Like, I thought the guy was going to beat the crap out of the guy in front of everybody. But he was a gentleman. They talked it out. They shook hands. Very civil people. So, there you go. But I thought it was pretty cool that he marched down the pit lane. But anyways, Ben Keating. Too bad this car wrecked on lap 1. But Ben Keating's a cool guy. Ben Keating was robbed for that Le Mans win. I mean, 0.1 liters of the fuel capacity stripped him away from the Le Mans win. Rules are rules, I get that. But I feel so bad for Ben Keating because I really like Ben Keating. Out of all the gentleman drivers, I think he's the coolest. And by the way, yes, gentleman drivers, if you don't know that terminology, gentleman drivers are the amateur drivers who basically fund the car. And they're the ones who are not professional, quote-unquote, but they race either as a hobby, they race because they have money, kind of like paid drivers in NASCAR, but the gentleman drivers like Ben Keating, some of them are actually pretty freaking good. But a lot of them, just race, because they have money and they show up to GTD, which GTD's requirement to have a pro, amateur, and either a pro driver or, no, rephrase that. They have to have a pro driver. Then they have to have either a bronze or silver driver. Bronze means you're an amateur, that you're from 18 to 55, and then silver is 55 and over. Or 50 and over, whatever the heck the regulations are. And of course, platinum is also gold, which gold is pro, platinum is pro, but you are over 50, I think it is, whatever it is. And also, we got John Potter and Andy Lally. And I asked Andy Lally if he has any NASCAR races to attend to race this year. He attends on racing 2 of them, I think. That's why I believe he said. No, he also got 2 offers on the table. He has to figure out the logistics of it, that if he can do it or not, because I believe one of the races conflicts with VIR, if I'm not mistaken. And he has to figure all that out. But he also wants to figure out which one's like the best quality ride. And you put Andy Lally in a good car, the guy's going to do good. And he's really a damn good driver. Kind of aggressive too. And also they had the best hero cards, which I'm going to show you that here in a second. They had the best hero cards. The Lamborghini car of the... What's the team's name again? Oh my god, it's on the tip of my tongue. Oh god, this is so embarrassing. It's on the tip of my tongue here. I remember this team's name. It's going to come back to me. The 48 Lamborghini. Oh god, my friend David's probably yelling at me, if not no, for just having a brain fart. If you mention the team's name, I would know it's the 48 Lamborghini. I just forget what the hell the team name is. Oh, Paul Miller Racing. It was on the car too, you idiots. Paul Miller Racing. Yep, there you go. These guys are pretty cool. Especially Corey Lewis. Every time I see that car, I think of my friend Lewis, Derek Lewis. Apparently, somebody's meeting him at Daytona because they know him through my videos. And I said, Lewis, you're famous. Anyways, the 63 Scuderia Corsa Ferrari. The only Ferrari on the IMSA grid. Which I'm disappointed. I love Ferrari. Then again, I'm Italian. I can't say anything remotely bad about Ferrari. Otherwise, my family would not be too happy. And here's the 73 Park Place Porsche. They signed their photos in gold and silver. And I, honest to God, cannot believe these autographs did not smear. Oh my god, when I saw the silver and gold Sharpies, I said, oh shit. This is going to smear all over the place and it's going to look like crap. Because my golden rule is I had to have the drivers either sign it in black or in blue. Those are the 2 colors I like on my photos. Because photo paper is not like a die cast. Photo paper, it will smear. So you don't want smeared autographs because they decided to use a silver and gold Sharpie. Gold Sharpies are the worst. I never use gold. If somebody offered me a gold Sharpie, I'd be like, I'm not using it. Sorry. Anyways, let's see. We're going to go now to the hero cards. And I have to clear out some of these hero cards because some of them are from Indy here. So that's why you're hearing me from a distance. I'm actually cleaning out these hero cards. So let's see here. Put that here. Alright. So let's get on to the hero cards. The first hero card, let's zoom it all the way out so we can get a nice view. There we go. First one is the PAF Porsche. And I probably just butchered the hell out of that name. Here's their hero card with Scott Hargrove, as I mentioned earlier. He used to be Indy Lights driver. There's the Land Motorsport Audi. This is one of my favorite hero cards. I don't know why. I just love this hero card. And most of these guys were at the Nürburgring about a week ago. Let's see. Ooh, this is a good one. I have to really kind of... Let's see. I have to... There we go. Jonathan Bomarito. And that's a really nice selfie there, Jonathan. Timo Bernhard. Oh, where have I heard that name from? Bernhard, excuse me. Oh, I've heard this name somewhere before. I have to lay it like this way, guys. Sorry about that, but you can well see these hero cards. They're all very nice. This is all the 77 Mazda. Tristan Nunez's hero card. And these Mazdas, I'm going to tell you that they're beautiful engineered cars. Thank God they actually lasted this time, though. Olivier Pla. That used to be a name who used to drive for, I believe, Shank. Did he drive for Shank? I think he used to drive the 60 car. I know Oswald Negri used to drive that car, and also AJ drove it, Justin Wilson drove it. Some other people drove it too. And John Pugh, I remember his name too. Harry Tinkle. Yeah, he signed that too. Very nice guy. And here's the Magnus Racing Hero cards that I told you were simply some of the best. You'll have to let me know where these are referencing from, because the Magnus team always references movies and TV shows on their hero cards. This guy looks like Tom Cruise, so I can picture this being Days of Thunder, but at the same token, I really don't know what it is. So bear with me, and I haven't seen Days of Thunder since probably over 10 years ago. I haven't seen the movie. I have to do that eventually, but that is the Andy Lally hero card. Again, great hero cards. Let me tell you, when I went to Petit Le Mans, one of the hero cards was referencing Three's Company. I used to love that show. And John Potter's hero card. That Three's Company one was a hit. Let me tell you that. There you go. And also, Park Place Porsche. And here's Penske hero cards. Dane Cameron and Juan Montoya. Juan's very happy to be there, and so is Dane. And there's a man who, my God, is my hero. Elio and Ricky Taylor. Ricky's a cool guy. And Elio's happy to be alive. I love Elio, man. That was so great to see him again. It was great that he remembered who I was. I don't think this is signed, but I took a Yoko's Racing hero card. Or did they sign the back of that? It looks like it's a copied signature. Oh, is that a copied signature? Or did they sign the back of it? Oh no, it looks like Sharpie. I think they signed the back of it. Whoever has a blank hero card for sure could definitely back me up on that one. And here is the Star Works Audi. Claudia got her own hero card. She's looking very fine and dandy on that car, isn't she? Get a glimpse of her. And don't start making fun of IMSA, because I will make Claudia your prom date. I am looking at you, Lewis. Let's see. There is the Whelen Engineering car. Oh, God. The 2018 champions. I remember seeing them win the championship in person at Petit Le Mans. And, no, this is not my photo, even though I went to Daytona. Believe me, this is a fantastic photo. Listen, I can so tell that this is from the war. Because look how nice and sunny it is. It was not like that for the 24. You needed Noah's Ark for that race. Speaking of the 24, here is the Rolex 24 winners. And there's the full-time endurance drivers. Let's see, and here is the WeatherTech Falali. And this is a 6-hour specific hero card. That's what I like about it. Also, the Magnus was specific too as well. And this, oh, I didn't show the back of that card. And all the Scuderia Corsa drivers. And here's the last one, the Paul Miller Racing hero card. So altogether, that was 71, so 72, 73, 74, 75, 76, 77, 78, 79, 81, 82, 83, 84, 6. Okay, so altogether, I think 90 items were signed. All in one autograph session. And no, I still swear to God, that's not my tax returns. So let me tell you, if you go to an IMSA race, the autograph session is a must. It is where spectators become fans, and fans become friends. And believe me, it is a fun time being at the IMSA autograph session. So I don't know where you guys are from who are watching this video, but if you're near an IMSA race and you're thinking of going, go. It's a fun time. You get to sit back and relax, enjoy the race. You can go to the paddock if you wanted to. You can go to the midway. The midway is the fun part of it, because you got all these manufacturers who are like, my male body part's bigger than yours, we're giving away this. No, my male body part's bigger than yours, we're giving away this. Oh, my male body part's the biggest, we're giving away this. They all want to show whose thingy is bigger than the other, and they all give away great stuff. I managed to get a couple t-shirts from Cadillac, from Acura. It was from Brian Herter Autosport with the Hyundai tent, and I also got one from Lexus. There's also Corvette. I don't think Ford was there this year. If they were, I obviously didn't see them. But you had Mazda show up. You had Michelin show up. You had Acura show up. Cadillac. All these guys are like, we're giving away free stuff. Come take our survey. No, come take our survey. No, come take our survey. Take our survey. I'll hit up all of you bastards, and I'll get all of your crap. Oh, I have a great time. They're all very cool people, and the IMSA tent itself has a lot of cool shirts, a lot of cool retro stuff, but also you want to go to a lot of the privateer people. Style Aesthetic, I think, has a big merchandise thing going on here where they set up little shops around the track for different teams. Ganassi has one, Shank has one. Shank is combined with a lot of different teams, but you have JDC, you have Vassar Sullivan, you have the Corvette's got their own one. I think Porsche had their own one? I think so. Quite a few people. Magnus, I think Starbucks, basically almost everybody. Almost everybody's got their own sort of merchandise. And this is great, because when I first started going to the Grand Am races, the only merchandise you saw was Ganassi and Gainsco. And I tried getting a Gainsco shirt, but they did not have my size. That was a big sad moment for me. I love that Gainsco car. Too bad it is not back this year. Imagine a big old Cadillac with the 99 and the Gainsco logo. No! That is sex right there, boys. That is a beautiful looking car. But I hope you enjoyed this first premiere, because not only are we going to do this, but we're going to get the big old book. The big old autograph book. And these aren't my tax audits either, by the way. That is all the photos that were signed from January at the Roar till the 6 hours at the Glen. That includes Sebring, that includes the Indy 500. So you can well imagine how many photos are in there. That's going to be a long video. That's going to be one where you're going to have to get the popcorn, sit back, relax, don't do a damn thing for at least an hour, because we're going to have some storytelling, we're going to have some great things to tell you, we have some great photos to show, you name it. If you didn't catch my last stream with Brian and all the guys, you're going to love this one. You're going to love this one. So, with that being said, comment, like, and subscribe, and this is Race Day 12, reminding you to join the fight to stop bullying. It gets better. All the Diecast Kid is saying is, go Penske!